Hello.
Hello and welcome to Pardon the Interception, Season 39, Week 10, with your hosts, myself, Lee Wood.
The loser, Nick Taylor.
Guess who's back, champs?
Let's start off as ever, looking around the guffle. So,
There's a lot of points.
89-0 is a fair few points.
If you look at the stats, it doesn't look like an 89-0 game.
Off of 140 yards.
Yeah, you need to go look at. I think this is the return. That's kick returns, is it? I can't remember.
Well, the kickoffs.
Kickoffs.
16.
1,085 yards of kickoffs. That's the stat we really want.
What we're talking about.
That's
The
impressive.
12 returns for minus 31 yards as well.
Yeah.
That is
Sanji's legs are about to fall off kicking the ball so many times. If you consider he's kicked a lot of points as well
That's just ridiculous. Oh dear.
20. Yeah, the punt returns are good as well. It's very
You're
nice.
better off punting the punter.
Do kickers get fatigue? No, they don't, fortunately. Oh, that is definitely amusing. The coach with no name putting a lot of points up on the heroes.
Yeah, got the W.
Na, 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 na.
So
Um,
Hulk winning. Wraiths won.
was that game of the week? Dodgers, Saints, or something like that?
I think it was Dodgers Saints.
Who picked that shit?
Well, we
Nick.
weren't sure whether one of them was going to rest, I think, or not. I remember. We had a lot of discussions about whether teams were going to rest players in
I
each
see.
league. So,
I'm glad I wasn't here.
yeah.
I fallen asleep.
Well, it's because you weren't here, we actually got a serious discussion
Oh, okay.
discussion in.
Good bedtime
Enough of
viewing, to be
those.
fair.
Yeah.
Like, stick it
And
on just before you go to bed. Or doze off few days. Easy
mm,
mode.
so did the coach with no name make it? It doesn't look like he did.
No, it looks like everyone won. Can't do it now. We know he's made it.
It's going to be like this, Nick.
I'm not sure about that.
But
Three teams made it from the NFC West, though, right? So,
Good question. Quake Courts Wish Club, yeah. That is true.
the biggest shock, I think, is the Wraiths not making it.
yeah. It's,
Also, the best news
certainly,
ever.
certainly feels different to normal.
Because it takes us on to our favourite time of year.
It's the most wonderful time.
After
The time when
Brexit.
we try and find the annotation options on the Zoom call. So,
The stamps are a lot easier.
Octa!
we got, I'll go with this one then. I don't even know who I'm picking here. Absolutely.
Nick's becoming a slow coach this time.
I'll put that one there. That's the easy one.
The top one's equally easy as well, I'd argue.
The Hergadurga Hulk.
It's true. Should be a bit one-sided.
That's what I get proved wrong, but you know.
Man, I should have gone for the dragons just to be different.
Depends if you want to
That's
win or not, Nick.
that's never favored me very well though in the past. So, uh, go on. We'll go witchcraft just for a change.
But that one could go either way. The bottom two, I think, are actually going to be quite close, good games.
Let's go. 3 away wins. That's crazy. That doesn't feel right.
It is the week for away wins more potential than next
I
week.
say next week's the one where you don't want to be picking away win.
The team with no logos has gone wrong. Committed now, though. So can't go back.
On to the Atlantic.
I mean, the big news in the Atlantic is I managed to get to 5-5.
Hey,
Nicely done.
So
Nice.
all
Downside is I didn't make the playoffs, but we knew that anyway.
I managed to beat the Redcoats, but I think because of the way other results fell, I think I missed out on the playoffs.
You needed some more losses somewhere, right?
Yeah, I needed another team to lose or points differential. I can't remember exactly why.
You needed the Bears. You needed the Spitfires to turn up against the Bears, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that was the one.
Chances are they weren't going to. So
Yeah, Simon, we all know you love the Sharks.
through that.
aren't you the manager of the Sharks?
No.
So, what does that give us in terms of the standings? The Sharks pip for the second wild card? Or does it? Yeah, because divisional record's not a first tiebreaker, is it?
Points is the
Yeah.
tiebreaker, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they picked the Stallions. Stallions needed to win and got trounced by the Avalanche, unfortunately. Not the best week to play the Avalanche, I imagine. And then the Redcoats managed to hold on, I think. Is that right?
Yes, they did. So that gives us some playoff games. Okay, so we're all back in the Avalanche.
Unfortunately,
Simon, I'm surprised you haven't gone with the Sharks.
they've already lost to the Magpies this season.
Yeah. Playoffs, anything can happen.
Heart and head, Lee. Heart and head. I want to win. I'll do this for my head.
Can't. Assuming I
I
come
like you
back.
two chumps.
You've gone with Kendall over the Spartans.
Once again.
You can't back Kendall. They lost to Long Beach.
Yeah, but they also beat the Spartans in week 8.
That's
You
irrelevant.
guys don't do your research.
I did my research. I looked at the game they played the Long Beach Mariners. They lost it. Easy choice.
Fair. It is fair.
I'll go with the Redcoats.
A bold choice.
Someone has to.
True.
Actually,
Because it's
they
non-combat
don't, to
play.
be fair. So
Okay. On to the biggest Skyus.
Greatest league in all the gridiron, do you mean?
yeah, we lost the big game though, quite significantly. So
All right, though. The Irish are free.
Escobar, I would say ran all over us, but he doesn't really run. So
He ran so much and he appeared in your background.
the background had to come based on our result this week. So it was a very pretty one-sided affair. They did only score 28 points though, so swings and roundabouts, small victories.
That's how to work with her.
Let's see what that's done to the standings.
But naturally, we couldn't have this playoff without the race and without the rivets. We couldn't have had that happen. So.
Yeah. It is the first time since 1974, though, that the rivets have had to play in the wildcard week.
That is true.
Has anyone reminded Comrade that he's got a game this week?
No, he's forgotten.
Possible.
Got 3-10-0 teams in this one as well. And it turned out that draw did make the difference for both. Well, they're a bit further ahead, but the draw really helped them on the Rhinos and the 66ers.
Yeah. Let's see what playoff games we've got this week. Bam. Nick's home. Nick's backing himself.
Oh, someone has
Got
to.
time for
Yeah. Only one person backing the rivets. Is that Simon being folly, or is it genius? We will find out.
It's obviously
We're gonna
you
find
guys
out
just
how good.
mental.
Well, we're gonna find out how good they are in the playoffs and how good the Rapers are this season, I guess.
What
Yeah.
you guys are forgetting is it's a Rivets Giant Hornets Bowl. That's what you're forgetting.
Okay, on to the Continental, where
Badgers lost.
Badgers did indeed lose.
Badger.
How did the Angels won, which is always nice.
They left a bit late in the season to start winning, though, didn't they?
Yeah. Let's see where that ended up with the old standings.
No hugely unusual scores there, I think.
BPB, Peckham both being 10-0.
Monarchs scraped in. 2 6 and 4s missed out on the UFC side. I think we thought that was likely to be the case as well. Right?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. So, what does that give us in terms of playoff teams?
I have no clue how this one's going.
Probably the hardest league for me to choose the teams this weekend, I think.
Mm.
Royals have scored a lot of points this season.
Mm.
I mean, they've still been outscored by the Brooklyn Park Bombers, but then between them, they had the 65-58 game, so
Mm.
not hugely surprising. Well, uh, Base Patriots. That one's close.
It's a tough one.
We'll go home if it's that close. I will. Let's go with that.
I am. Okay. On to the deltoids.
What happened, Simon?
Oh, my team's crap, mate.
Did you get to rest your team this week? Is that what it was?
Oh yeah, definite restage.
Simon, did you forget to take your running back off of injured reserve?
No, that's next week, mate. That's next week. But I'll lose and I'll come up with a bunch of excuses to why I lost.
Did the Lone Stars rest this week? Is that what happened?
Probably. They weren't really playing for anything, I think.
I think there's an outside chance of if they won, they get second seed. I think. Whether that
Whether this. Oh no, the women's didn't have a lot. Yeah, they would have got second seed. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe the Spitfires are just that good.
Titans beat the Copperheads.
Yep. Big game.
That is big.
Yeah. I think that was our game of the week.
Was it big enough though? That's the real question. I don't think it made any difference though, to be fair. They both went through, right?
They both went through, yeah. The bigger thing is it completely scuppered the Colts' chances.
Yeah. Yeah, the Colts needed the Copperheads to win, right?
And then on the GFC side, the Enigma miss out at 7-3.
That's always painful.
Yeah, very painful.
Where were they losses? I mean, two of their losses were at La Jolla, and one was the Wivens. That's even worse. Even harsher, it feels.
Yeah. Yeah, you lose to yeah. But sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, I mean, you win one of those La Jolla games, and you're going through instead of the Lone Stars.
Yeah.
They're all thereabouts. So.
But okay, let's see what that gives us as playoff games this week.
Oh, two Woods in this playoffs.
Long, don't worry.
The only reason I can back myself against the Titans is, have you seen their injury list?
Been like that all season, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's even worse than it was. We've also have split the series this season, so
Yeah, should be interesting. It's a lot of Bs. A few big injuries this week, though.
All right, Lee. You convinced me.
We'll go with.
I think the play Lone Stars will be closer than you might think.
Yeah, I'm kind of intrigued by that game.
Yeah.
I think it's closer than I expect, but La Jolla at home, I still expect them to win.
I don't know. The thing is, the Plague are actually really good. They've only really lost to like the Cougars. And then Ludlow got absolutely destroyed by the Cougars in the way that the Plague didn't. Am I talking myself into over here? That's the real question.
Now you've gone on both sides. That's like cheating. It's gone for the draw. Nobody expected him to go for the draw.
Yeah, I'll do that bit of mentalness. Why not? Up the Plague.
Nick's back in the Venom against the Hammer Sharks.
To be fair, it depends whether
The Hammer Sharks lost to the Metros, and the Venom beat the Metros. So, like, that's how this works.
Nick knows his stuff. The thing is, it depends what team Michael puts out. If he puts out his normal team, he'll beat me. If he decides to put some people on injured reserve because he thinks he's going to win by so much, that he doesn't have to play his full team, then it might be a different story. If he gets, slightly, just big for himself again.
Right. On to the Empire.
The disappointing thing here is some of those 9-0 teams lost.
Yeah, we don't get 4-10-0 teams.
I'm not happy about that.
The High Hunters lost. The Seahawks Blue Moon game was a lot closer than I think we expected it to be.
I'm guessing the Seahawks maybe rested some players as well.
Yeah, the Claymores won game of the week.
I mean, the real big thing here is my new favourite team is the District 12 Storm because they just went and smashed another team. That's what I'm really reading into this. They're like, I want that 10-0 record. We're going to go and win, and they did.
Fair enough. So, what did that do to the standings? As we've already alluded to, we don't have the 4 10-0 teams we could have had. We've ended up with 2.
Seahawks look good though.
Seahawks do look good. Got the PFC North put 3 teams through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was. Is it? Did the the bounty did. Oh, who lost? I'm sure someone else was involved in this somewhere.
Simon's favourite Empire coach squeaks through with his win against the Red Bulls.
Is that Mr. Nobles?
Yep.
Actually think we may have predicted last week that the R cubed and the gamblers would go through based on schedule.
I think we did, yeah. If we didn't, we did now.
Yeah, we'll erase the previous tape.
Revisionist history is the name of our game. The Yef and the R cubed.
Those bottom 2 games are kind of interesting.
Yeah.
They are kind of interesting. It's difficult to know how strong the gamblers truly are, I feel.
I'd agree.
Just because District 12 is so dominant.
But
that's why
based on their previous game, just go with the Jets. That's how these things work. But yeah, the gamblers could be able to pull that one out of the bag as a game earlier in the season. That one, it's pretty close. 4 points in it. There's a rogue heart over there.
Nick cannot decide on the R cubed Gotham City game.
I was too busy looking at the Jets gamblers match. Got distracted. I mean, I think it's going to be close.
Look at week 8, Nick.
Okay, yeah, we got there. Don't worry.
I'll help you out.
Hey. So that brings us a look round the wildcard week and the results of week 10. Anything else before we bring this to a close? It feels like it's been so long since we recorded one. It's what, 2024? Last year was the last time we recorded?
A whole year ago.
Yeah.
I think everyone should like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Remember,
hit the bell icon.
And if you're on your mobile, remember, enable all notifications.
And if we get enough likes and subscribes, we might record another one before this time next week.
And we'll be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh, no. Vessi. Vessi are our new sponsor. Yeah. Anything else before we bring this to a close?
Don't miss the deadlines, comrade. I know you're not used to this one.
Yeah. We're going to give you about 11 hours notice. Yeah,
I mean, I should probably not forget the deadlines myself, but there you
go. Yeah.
You're not used to these ones either, Nick.
Exactly.
Hey,
you just give up now.
With that, it's goodbye from me.
Goodbye.
Goodbye from Lee.